Exquisite Event Solutions Incorporated by Amanda Segovia, Eileen Salazar, and Sharon Doom. Service features. Events would include, but not be limited to, personal events such as birthdays, anniversaries, retirement, graduation, holidays, and weddings. Professional events would include meetings, trainings, retreats, workshops, award ceremonies, and the occasional banquet. Customer benefits. The benefit from using our services would be the client gets to assign the burden of planning, coordinating, executing a memorable event to someone else, so that one can spend more time on important things such as family or friends. Warranties and guarantees. As a service-based business, we would be responsible for fixing any problem when the service did not meet the client's expectations. Contracts would be created and signed by all in advance of the event to ensure all were aware of set expectations. Uniqueness. We coordinate every detail of events from beginning to end. Our goal is to be the one phone call needed to organize and host a successful event. There is no other event planning service in this area that provides services associated with weddings, parties, and other specialized events. Future service offerings. Examples of formal events may include funerals, professional gatherings, and target markets. Many of the common demographic variables such as sex, age, profession, marital status, sexual orientation, education, and/or family composition would not be a deciding factor for the demographic profile of Exquisite Event Solutions. All types of people plan events in various types of parties and could benefit from the services offered. Customers' motivation to buy. Current dissatisfaction with something or someone associated with others' company or service. Our motivation is to provide a future promise to the client to include their list of must-haves, making sure the event looks right, and to provide assurance of their ideal future state by clearly stating the results and nature of fulfilling such to each client. Market size and trends. There is huge potential for a solid customer base. Hosting events does not discriminate to one's gender profile, race, or age, which expands our market exponentially. It is most likely that our clientele will be female rather than male, so this will be our primary focus group. According to the website ibisworld.com, the event planning industry has a 4.8% annual growth nationally. Advertising and promotion. Media used would be flyers, posts to social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, business cards, rack cards at tourist centers, restaurants, etc. Wedding expos, informative brochures at vendors at different locations. Reader profile. Our reader would be one who is researching assistance in planning an event. The viewer profile would be consistent with reader profile. The viewer of the information regarding parties, venues, party supplies would be one with whom we would want to engage. The listener profile of an individual in this area is as diverse as the population itself. There are several radio stations with broadcasts in the Farmington area, providing several genres. Media costs will be calculated upon the different vendors that would be used to generate informational brochures, flyers, business cards, etc. Frequency of usage. Team members of Exquisite Event Solutions would monitor rack cards at various locations and replenish as required. Additionally, posts to social media accounts should be made daily, perhaps a couple of times a day in peak seasons. Plans for generating publicity. Some of the ways our company might generate publicity would include visiting with the local radio personalities at radio stations, attend grand openings of local businesses, attend local wedding expos, host or co-host a special event. We can choose to offer a general event planning service or a specialized service in various sectors. Within those sectors, we will specialize further by altering the competitive posture of our business. We can alter the fixed and variable cost components by outsourcing the functions of a certain type of event to a supplier or vendor who is willing to bill our company based on usage levels. Our fee structure would factor in the following: hourly rate, percentage of expenses plus hourly fees, and a commission rate. The fixed costs could include audio-visual equipment, venue rental fees, signage, marketing and advertising, insurance, shipping, entertainment, and special events. Variable cost could include the following: food and beverage, guest room accommodations, transportation, collateral, and gratuities. Registration costs, off-site event fees, taxes and service charges, and credit card processing fees. The desired image would be to focus on the consumer by persuading customers to utilize our service, including fulfilling the customer's needs as completely as possible. We will identify marketing targets and work out a plan to bring the consumers to the point of deciding to use our service. According to globalstrategy.net, there are several factors that must be considered when attempting to establish a comparison of the cost of services provided by Exquisite Event Solutions. We must take into consideration the fact that within this area of New Mexico, there is no other provider for this service of complete event coordinating, planning, and that only other companies that provide a similar service locally are restricted to children's birthday parties and events. Therefore, a comparison of prices is not applicable at this time. Distribution strategy. Direct sales. Each member of our team will be responsible for generating sales, monitoring the social media accounts, returning phone calls, and following up on initial inquiries, making contact with other related businesses when ensuring rack cards, business cards, and flyers are available at their sites, and all other important parts of the direct sales process. Networking. We would take full advantage of the networking opportunities, which would include but not be limited to word of mouth, asking family and friends to assist in promotion of the business, expressing sincere gratitude by sending handwritten thank you cards to each client upon completion of their event, consulting with supporting other local businesses, establishing ourselves in the community by joining or attending local or professional groups, clubs, or organizations. Sales techniques. We would arrange events for varied market of clients. Thus, sales techniques must also be varied and diverse. Some techniques might include listening to the emotional side of the client, be sensitive to client emotions, and that would help us establish a connection. We would need to focus on the client needs. Use language that focuses on the client. Help the client see the bottom line. We would need to ensure the client understands that time is money. We would establish relationships with clients. We could make mailing list, send thank you cards, and publish a newsletter. There's a list of references that were used to combine all the information.